So here, like on first page, you will get all the options, like they will give some introduction about this particular tool. Anyhow, we are going to learn this tool in detail, so you can simply skip and go to continue to studio option. You can select this option. Okay, now next, here in this particular side, you can see whatever mule project you will create, mule application you will create, you will able to see all the mule project and application here. Okay, for example, let me create one demo mule application. At this moment we don't have any raml or anything. If we will have raml, then we need to select raml from using these three options. So what these three options mean, again we will discuss later on. Here you can see runtime. So I have only 4.3 in this particular studio, so it's showing only 4.3. But if you want, if your project is using different runtime, so you can add multiple runtime also. How we will add, just now I will explain. Then this option you will select if you are creating your project using YAML and you want to create initial flow using YAML, then you need to select this option. If you will not select, then initial flow will not be created with the help of YAML. But if you will select, then initial flow will be created with the help of YAML automatically. You will select this option when you want to like deploy, or sorry, whenever you want to create this project in this particular workspace, whatever we created just now. If you remember, we have created one workspace, and that workspace will be created inside okay, so you can see workspace detail here. So it's inside Ravi Anypoint Studio. And you can see here we have multiple workspace. Just now I created this workspace. So whatever application I will create at this moment, so within that workspace one project will be created, that is demo project. You can see here. At this moment we don't have any project here, but once I will click on finish, okay, one MuleSoft project is created here, and this project is created in this workspace. So whatever file you can see there, same file is here also. Okay, in right hand side you will able to see all the MuleSoft component, connected, everything. So inside core you will able to see all the MuleSoft component. So what kind of component we have in MuleSoft? We have batch component, we have other components, we have endpoints, we have error handler component, we have flow control component, we have scope component. So in scope we will have async, cache, different scope we have, that we will discuss. Then we have transformer to transform message from one format to another format. All those things you will able to see inside code. Inside, okay, these two connector will come automatically. Whenever you will create any Mule application, automatically these two connector will come. Apart of that, if you want to use any other connector, you will go to add module and you will able to see here connectors, list of frequently used connector. For example, SFTP, file, FTP, email connector, database connector. So these all connectors are default connector you will get inside this add module option. These all are frequently used, not default one. Frequently used connector you will get inside add module option. And you can drag, and if you want to use this GMS one, you need to drag and drop it here. Now you will able to see all operation, whatever operation you want you can drag and drop and you can use. Next we have here list of connector what we use very frequently, but I want to use some other connector which is not there in this list. So what I can do, I can go to search in module. Here you need to provide your credential. So just now I created one account, I will provide credential of that account. Okay, I forgot what credential I used. Once you will log in here, okay, let me use some other account. Okay, so once you will log in here, so you can see here user added, one account is added, and you can search here list of connector. Okay, for example, I want to use Jira connector. Okay, okay, so it will give you list of connector what is related to Jira. If you want to use this connector, click on add, so this connector will be added here. I want to take one more connector from here. I want AS400 connector. Okay, so here you will see AS400, add this. So now I am adding these two connector. Once you will add, click on finish. So now these two connector you will able to see in your connector palette. So it will take some time since it will create dependency on your POM file, and that particular jar will be added in your application. So it's taking some time to download. It's taking too much time. So let me stop this. So once this download process will be completed, you will able to see these two connector here. Okay, so let me stop this process. Oh, it's already, let me see how much percentage is done. Okay, now it's done. So here you can see now Jira connector and AS400 connector. Okay, so whatever connector is not available in this add module, you can take from Exchange. Okay, and in Exchange we have 200 plus connectors. Okay, now apart of that we have some options here like save file, save all file. Okay, then if you want to set some environment property, then you need to go inside run configuration, and here you need to create one mule application. Inside mule application you need to create mule application, and here you can set some environment property and all that we will set in our project. I will explain in detail. Okay, at this moment, like for coming 2 days we will mostly have introduction, we will not go in detail. So here you can set all the environment property and all. Here you can set all the arguments. Okay, these all are like a property file, arguments property file, environment property file we can set here. And how I went to this option, here you will get run option. Inside run we will get run configuration, and then inside mule application you need to create mule application, and then you can set argument Inside argument you can set properties, inside environment you can set properties. Okay, same thing you can do for munit also. Munit, as I mentioned, like it's for testing, so there also you can set properties. Okay, next, in general, actually, like it will tell you like what mule runtime and all we are using. Okay, at this moment I mentioned I have only 4.3, so every time I'm getting 4.3, but I will show you now how I can add more mule runtime and how I can update my Anypoint Studio from 7.10 to 7.11. Okay, so let me close this first. So if you want to download any updates, go to help and check for updates. Okay, sorry. So here you can see like at this moment there are few updates available for my whatever I have in my Anypoint Studio. So for those few updates are there. Okay, so if I want, I can click on next and I can download these updates. Okay, so for 4.3 they have added some maybe they have added some package or something, so I can like select these updates and I can click on next and I can download. Okay, so click on next, but again it will take some time. Okay, so here you can see all the updates are started downloading. Okay, let it download. Again go to help. Yeah. Here, okay, what you will do, go to help and then install new software. And if you want to download another runtime, so for example I want to take another runtime, so just type runtime and search. Then here you will get list of runtime. Okay, so it's starting from 4.1.1, you will get till 4.4.4. What all runtime you want, you can select that particular runtime, click on next, done. So that runtime will be added in your Anypoint Studio. As I mentioned, like 4.3 is most stable one at this moment, so we will use 4.3, and 4.3 is already added in my new Anypoint Studio. When you will install, if someone install newly, then you will get 4.4 automatically with 7.11. So what you need to do, you need to go in this particular option and you need to install this one also. If you want to go ahead with 4.4 also, that will work, that will not create any problem, but I will suggest be sync with, okay, otherwise let me use 4.4. Okay, so what I will do, I will install 4.4. This operation cannot be completed, maybe some other downloads are going on, so that can be a reason, I'm not sure. Okay, it's 50% only. Okay, so you can see here another install process in progress, that's why I can't. Okay, so we will come back to this, or we should wait. I think if it will not take much time. Okay, so I will add later on since it's taking too much time to download. So we should not wait for this. Okay, so this is all about like this software Anypoint Studio. Okay, and like we will learn many other things here that we will learn later on when we will start actual implementation. For now, high level is fine. Okay, let's move to